kids and families. Whether you're watching this video as a review from Sunday morning or because you didn't make it here on Sunday, I'm just so glad that you're here watching it now. What you're about to experience is some worship so you can sing and dance and worship Jesus together, and then you will watch our weekly Bible story video. This video and the story changes every week, and it's the same video that we watch here at the Park Church on Sunday mornings. And then at the end, there will be some discussion questions that you and your family can discuss and dive deeper into the lesson together. I encourage you to do that as a family. Asking questions and discussion is how we grow in deeper relationship and understanding of who Jesus is. And then lastly, in the description below, there are some lesson bonuses like a weekly coloring sheet, and so I also encourage you to check that out. I pray that as you watch this video, that you grow together as a family in your relationship with Jesus. Take care and have a great week.
Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and heaven and nature. Glory to the King, he is everything. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Glory to the King, let the praises ring. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Joy to the world. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plain repeat the sound and joy. Repeat the sound and joy. Repeat the sounding. Glory to the King, he is everything. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Glory to the King, let the praises ring. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Joy to the world. Keep them bells ringing. Keep them bells ringing. Woo. Keep them bells ringing. Yeah. Keep them bells ringing. Glory to the King, he is everything. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Glory to the King, let the praises ring. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Joy to the world. He is everything. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Glory to the King, let the praises ring. Our hearts will rejoice and sing. Joy to the world.
Long ago and late one night, angels came in glorious light, singing songs about a Savior that was born. He came down
Hi everyone, I'm Carol, and guess what? I love Christmas! It's my favorite time of the year. Christmas! It's Christmas! It's Christmas! It's almost Christmas time! My favorite thing is Christmas music. But my favorite thing is Christmas treats, cookies, cocoa, peppermints. But my favorite thing is the reason for Christmas, God's Son, Jesus. If you're like me, you have a Christmas tree. I love mine. It's so green and Christmassy. But for me, one tree isn't enough. I have another tree that I like to decorate that is all about Jesus. This is Jesus' family tree. We get to celebrate Christmas because God sent Jesus to save us all from sin. He had earthly parents and grandparents and a whole bunch of ancestors. This tree is all about them. I made this ornament to represent one of Jesus' first ancestors, a man named Abram. Abram lived in a land called Haran with his dad's family and his wife named Sarai. The world they lived in wasn't perfect because humans had disobeyed God. This hurt their relationship with God, but it didn't stop God from loving them. He was going to bless the whole world through Abram and Sarai's family, specifically through Jesus. Pretty good. But it needs more everything. Now, Abram and Sarai were too old to have kids, so they were super surprised when God promised them they would have a new home and so many kids and grandkids that they would become a whole nation. But they trusted God and set out for the land He promised them. They traveled for years. God protected them and blessed them with lots of stuff. You know, like Christmas presents, but way back before Christmas was even invented. But no kids yet. Abram became so worried that he wasn't going to have any kids, he chose his servant Eliezer to be his heir. Being his heir meant when Abram died, Eliezer would get Abram's money and stuff and his family name. Much better. I love candy! Abram only made this plan because he was afraid he wouldn't have kids. And God let him know Eliezer would not be his heir. Then God told Abram, look up at the sky. Count the stars if you can. That's how many children will be born into your family. Abram trusted God's promise. Years passed and still no kids. Abram had lost hope in God's promise and decided to have a son with Sarai's servant Hagar. This was not the son God promised. God didn't need Abram's help to make it happen. God has perfect timing. When Abram was 99 years old and Sarai was nearly 90, God reminded them of his promise again. As a sign of his promise, he gave Abram and Sarai new names, Abraham and Sarah. And he promised they'd have a son by the next year. Sure enough, the next year, Isaac was born. Eventually, Isaac had some children, and those children had some children, and those children had some children, and those children one day would lead the 12 tribes of Israel. And from one of those tribes, the tribe of Judah, Jesus would be born. It seemed like Abraham and Sarah were too old to have kids, but God kept his promise. And through their family, God blessed the entire world with his greatest promise, Jesus. God keeps his promises. If you want to find out who else God chose to be Jesus' ancestors, come back, because I'm going to fill up Jesus' tree. And speaking of fill up, someone needs their cup filled up with some more cocoa. Me. See you next time.